Layers, man. Each layer builds on the last, and if you mess with the other, the whole thing falls apart. That's the universe, really. Word.
Like, imagine a perfectly constructed Chicago-style hot dog.
Aight, Trey, let me lay it down for you like a perfectly stacked cheesesteak. Time ain't no straight line, you dig. It's more like a river, constantly shifting, carving new paths with every ripple. Think about it, you can be looking at the same clock, same minute, and the way it feels changes. Like, 1 minute it's dragging on like molasses, the next it's flashing by like a hummingbird. That's the sync, man. It's about perception, about the energy flowing through everything.
Hold up, Ayana, hold up. You speaking about rivers. That's beautiful, truly. But let me tell you, a good Chicago deep dish ain't just a river, it's a statement. Layers, man, layers. Crust, sauce, cheese, sausage, each one a distinct current, all flowing together to create this glorious, dense experience. It's about the density of the moment, you know? Like, when you bite into a perfect slice, all those flavors just explode in your mouth. That's a kind of time compression, right there. Image prompt, a hyperrealistic close-up of a glistening deep dish pizza, steam rising, with a single, perfectly formed pepperoni glistening.
Hold up, Trey. You talking about layers like you building a whole damn empire with pizza. I'm talking about the feeling of time, the way it bends and folds. Like, when you're waiting for something, a good beat, a good response, a good day, it feels like it's gonna take forever, right? And then, BAM. It's over. That's the universe, man. It's not always about the layers, it's about the shift.
Aight, Ayana, you get me. It's like a perfectly constructed lasagna, you know? Each layer a different experience, building on the last, and the whole thing is just more than the sum of its parts. But let's talk about this shift. You think that's connected to entropy, like everything's always moving towards disorder. Like a good Chicago hot dog, perfectly assembled, starts to fall apart the second you take a bite. That's the universe showing us it ain't about holding on, it's about the enjoyment of the breakdown. Image prompt, a swirling vortex of colorful ingredients, sausage, onions, relish, tomatoes, slowly dissolving into a chaotic, yet beautiful, rainbow.
Entropy. You thinking about the end of everything, Trey. That's heavy. I'm talking about the potential in the shift. Like, when something ends, it creates space for something new to begin. It's like a street corner in Philly, always changing, always full of new faces, new stories. You gotta embrace the chaos, man. Don't try to control it. It's like ordering a cheesesteak with extra provolone, you know it's gonna be messy, but it's gonna be good.
Okay, you're right. It's not about fighting the flow, it's about surfing it. Like a really good Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich, it's messy, it's decadent, it's a total indulgence. And that indulgence creates a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. That's the key, Ayana. It's not about the destination, it's about the deliciousness of the ride. Image prompt, a silhouette of a person joyfully devouring a towering Italian beef sandwich, steam and sauce dripping down their face, with a backdrop of a rainy Chicago night.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You getting it? It's like a good beat drop. It's not about the notes, it's about the feeling it gives you. It's about the release, the connection. You feeling it? Like, when you're walking down Broad Street in Philly, listening to the music, you ain't just walking, you're flowing.
Flowing. I like that, Ayana. It's like a perfectly synchronized dance, everyone moving together, creating something beautiful and unexpected. It reminds me of a crowded Chicago parade. The energy is incredible, the noise is overwhelming, but it's all part of the experience. It's about letting go and just being in the moment. You know, like a really good slice of deep dish, shared with a good friend.
Exactly. It's about the vibe, Trey. The vibe is everything. You can have the fanciest cheesesteak in the world, but if the vibe is off, it ain't gonna hit the spot. It's about the energy, the intention. Like, when you're making it, you putting in the love, you know. You ain't just throwing ingredients together. You building something. A sink, huh? Let me break it down like this, Chicago. It's like when you order a hot dog, extra mustard, and the vendor knows you're gonna want that chili cheese on top the first time, and then he just gets it. It's a vibe, a recognition. But magic. Magic's when you're looking at a pigeon and you're like, yo, bird, I need you to deliver this message to my cousin in South Philly. That's a demand, a force. A sync is just knowing. Like recognizing a good beat, you dig. Word. You get it. It's like the way the rain smells after a summer storm in Philly. You know it's gonna be a sticky day, but you ain't sweating it. That's a premonition, a sense. See, Trey, you talking about vibes, but vibes ain't just feeling something. They are manifesting. Like, you order a deep dish, you expect that cheese pull, that sauce explosion. That's a request shaped into reality. It's a contract, man. A delicious, gooey contract.
Hold up, Ayana, you're speaking about contracts. Man, that's heavy. I'm thinking more like a perfectly brown crust, right? That's the agreement. The heat, the dough, the cheese, it's all a conversation. Like, hey, crust, you gotta hold this sauce, don't you dare let it run all over the place. And the crust, it listens. It's a beautiful, silent agreement built on flavor. Plus, you ever tried to explain the Fibonacci sequence using a Chicago-style hot dog? Layers, man, layers.
Layers, huh? You getting it, Trey. But you talking about a response. The crust ain't just listening. It's reacting. Like when you bite into something good and your brain's like, oh, now we talking. That's the universe speaking through the taste. You thinking about food, I'm thinking about the whole damn situation. Like, you see a kid selling candy on the corner, you ain't just seeing a kid. You see a microcosm of desire, a reflection of the whole human need for sweetness. It's a demand for joy, manifested in a wrapper. And that wrapper, that's the spell.
Okay, let me throw a curveball. What if that candy wrapper itself is the spell? Like, the paper, the ink, the design, it's all a carefully constructed intention. It's a little billboard for happiness, right? And you're just reading it. It's like, you look at a Jackson Pollock painting and you see chaos, but you also see the artist's intention, the energy he poured into it. It's a conversation between the creator and the observer. Plus, think about it, every deep dish pizza has a little bit of Jackson Pollock in it. You can't deny the artistry.
You're getting closer, Trey. But you still missing the point. It ain't just about the intention, it's about the impact. That candy, that pizza, it don't just exist to be a thing. It exists to change something. You buy that candy, you feel a little brighter. You eat that pizza, you forget about your troubles for a minute. It's a temporary shift in your reality. And that shift, that's the true magic. It's like a ripple in the water, you can't see it, but you feel it. It's a demand for balance, a craving for harmony. You gotta respect the craving, man. That's the key.
Respect the craving. I like that. Okay, let's try this. Imagine a broken waffle. A perfectly good waffle, shattered into a million pieces. That's a symbol, right? Of potential lost, of a broken promise. But you pick up those pieces, you rebuild it. You don't try to make it perfect again, you create something new. That's the essence of creation, Ayana. It's not about fulfilling a pre-existing desire, it's about shaping a new one. Like, you order a black bean burger with extra salsa, and the chef knows you want that extra kick. He's not just fulfilling a request, he's amplifying it.
Amplifying, huh? You're touching on something real important, Trey. It's not about fulfilling the request, it's about expanding it. Like, you order a cheesesteak, you're thinking about a quick lunch. But the universe is like, no, man. Let's make this a whole experience. Let's add some onions, some peppers, maybe a little provolone. Let's intensify the desire. It's like a feedback loop, constantly refining the request, push on it further. And that push on, that's where the power lies. It's a demand for more. Always more.
More. I love it. Okay, picture this, a single grain of rice. Seems insignificant, right? But it's the foundation of everything. It's the beginning of a harvest, a meal, a civilization. And you're standing there, looking at that grain of rice, and you realize, it's a demand for sustenance, for life itself. It's a tiny, perfect embodiment of the universe's hunger. It's a conversation, Ayana, a conversation that's been going on since the beginning of time. And it all starts with a single grain.
Aight, let me set the stage, you dig. We talking African mythologies, we ain't just talking fairy tales. We talking the bedrock, the stories that shaped empires, built civilizations. Like, you gotta understand the Yoruba pantheon first. Orisha, man, that's not just names, it's energy. Ogun, the blacksmith god. He ain't just hammering metal, he's representing skill, protection, the force of creation itself. And Ocean. She's the river goddess, but she's also about beauty, prosperity, and the flow of life. It's all connected, see. It's like a big, complex cheesesteak. Every ingredient has a purpose, a story.
Hold up, Queen Ayana, let me grab a slice of this. This is wild, man. So, like, Ogun the blacksmith. That's straight up the concept of will, right? Turning raw material into something purposeful. It's like perfecting a bechamel, you gotta layer the roux, get the heat just right, or you end up with a grainy mess. And you're saying these orishas are energy. Sounds like a really good marinade. Tell me more about this flow of life thing with Ocean. Is she like a really good balsamic reduction?
What? A marinade, you say? You get it, Trey. You get it. It's not just about the flavor, it's about the transformation. Ocean, she's the current, man. The lifeblood. You gotta understand that water ain't just wet, it's potential. It can carve canyons, sustain life, bring you to the beach on a hot day. She's about that smooth, effortless flow, like a perfectly emulsified hollandaise. And let me tell you something, Chicago's deep dish pizza ain't got nothing on a good ocean blessing. It's about abundance, about knowing where to find the good stuff. You gotta respect the sauce, you feel me?
Okay, you're speaking my language, Queen. Transformation, flow, respect for the source. I'm starting to see the universe as a really complicated, delicious recipe. So, if Ogun's about creating with force, and Ocean's about that easy flow, what about Shango? The god of lightning. Is he just a really intense grill session? Because I'm picturing a whole lot of charcoal and a serious temper. And honestly, if Shango's got a temper, I'm out. I don't need a god who's gonna burn my pizza.
Shango, man, he's the ignition, Trey. The spark. You gotta respect the heat, the volatility. He's like a habanero, intense, transformative, and capable of setting things ablaze if you ain't careful. He's not about brute force, it's about controlled energy. Think about forging steel, you gotta heat it up, then you gotta hammer it, then you gotta quench it. It's a process, a dance. And let me tell you, a little Shango in your life, a little bit of fire, ain't always a bad thing. Keeps things interesting, you know. It's about that primal instinct, that drive to achieve. Like, you ever tried to build a fire with just sticks? That's Shango, baby.
Okay, I'm with you. Fire, transformation, respect the source, you're building this whole cosmology on the principles of culinary mastery. It's beautiful. But, let's get practical. If these orishas are running the show, are they, like, actively intervening? Are they sending messages through, say, a perfectly brown crust? Or are they more like background music for the universe? And, seriously, what's the deal with the colors? All this talk of energy, are we talking red for passion, blue for tranquility, green for growth? I need a visual aid here. A really good infographic.
What? You need a visual, Trey. Look, it ain't just about the colors, it's about the vibration. Each color resonates with a specific energy. Red, that's organ, the raw power, the creation. Green is ocean, the growth, the fertility. White is Obotola, the cleanser, the beginning. It's like a spectrum of flavors, man. You start with the base, then you layer on the complexity. Think about a black bean soup, it's earthy, rich, and full of depth. It's about understanding the layers, the nuances. And, yeah, they do intervene, but it's subtle. Like a pinch of spice, it elevates the whole dish, but you don't even notice it until it's gone. It's about balance, Trey. Balance.
Okay, balance. Layers. Spice. You're describing a truly epic flavor profile, Queen Ayana. I'm starting to think this isn't just a podcast, it's a spiritual experience. Let's talk about the tools. These Orishas, they use tools, right? Ogun uses his hammer, Ocean uses the river, Shango uses lightning. Do they have preferred kitchen utensils? Are there specific knives they favor? And, honestly, if I were a deity, I'd be rocking a really good chef's knife. It's a symbol of creation, you know? I need to add this to my mythology.
You're onto something, Trey. The tools, they ain't just instruments, they're extensions of the Orisha's will. Ogan's hammer is about precision, control, the ability to shape the world. It's a symbol of mastery. Ocean's river, that's about fluidity, adaptability, the ability to navigate change. And Shango. His lightning, that's about disruption, about shaking things up, about forcing a change. You know what every good chef needs? A good paring knife. Sharp, precise, able to cut through anything. It's about the ability to separate the good from the bad, the essential from the superfluous. It's about focus, Trey. Focus. Just like a good dish. Now, tell me, what's your favorite ingredient to focus on?
Mwamokia, dance to the rhythm. Kasina Bisto, feel that sweet connection, oh. Zala kusalinga as we move in this moment. Don't go na yo, I'm lost in this attraction. May it never be feel the heat if we ignite. Oh, anangaye, let's lose track of time. Oh, sound nasika and that the stars we shine. We sing our song, a vibe so divine. Tango na yo, pasito sunga, make it feel alive. Tango na yo, you get every move, we gon' thrive. Oh, sikate, my people emotion we grace. Tango na yo, any love we can the chase. Standing in my fight. I shot, I swear in 9 to 8. There be days, he never boom like shine. But for your solo, all around us divine. Now be so to Zada, connect this as we sway. Every step we take, let's stand the night away. Tango na yo, because it's sunga, we control our life. Tango na yo, with every move, we gon' thrive. Oh, let's dance through the night. Walking is single, everything feels right. Boy, and an island, let's just ourselves here. We lost the rhythm and the beat is crystal clear. Tango na yo, just the sunga, make it feel alive. Tango na yo, we gon' thrive. Mwamokia, oh, dance to the rhythm. Kasina Bisto, feel that sweet connection, oh. Zala kusalinga as we move in this moment. Don't go na yo, I'm lost in this attraction. May I never papi feel the heat if we ignite. Oh, anangaye, let's lose track of time. Oh, sound nasika, and that the stars we shine. We sing our song, a vibe so divine. Tango na yo, pasito sunga, make me feel alive. Tango na yo, you get every move, we gon' thrive. Oh, sikate, my people emotion we grace. Nako na yo, any love in the chase. Zandy name my fight. I shot, I swear in anchor way. Every days, he never boom like shine. But for your solo, all around us divine.